Chess, nonsense, and analysis. Yeah. And the Moja extravaganza has started, and it's the first round is done. Going to the second round, and very interesting, many interesting results. But I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I'm a little bit distracted. Barcelona is playing Real Madrid at the moment, and it's 1-1. And let's see what Vini is going to do. 2 seconds, please. Ooh, okay, close, almost. All right, back to the tournament. So basically, yeah, the results, some strange results for me, because there hasn't been really any upsets, except that David Silva from Angola lost apparently by default. I'm not sure if what happened. And also Daniel Quadri lost by default. So yeah, curious. Maybe someone can type in and tell us what happened there. Then, well, in terms of seeds, the next result, where there was a result, was Jan Karsten drew against FIDE master Chola Musonda. Very interesting game. That it was something like a fortress. Jan Karsten had a queen, and FIDE master Musonda had a rook and bishop, and he created a fortress. Very interesting game. And then, yeah, after that, relatively nothing really happened. So, but I was very much impressed by this game that happened on board two. It was between International Master Johannes Mobusela playing against International Master Kulumban V2. And let's have a look at the game. I was really impressed by this game. Very nice technique. So anyway, okay, let's start. So it was D4, and yeah, V2 plays all kinds of interesting sidelines. Okay, plays like this: F3, D5. Okay, so white is slightly better, controls the center, and Ayama Busela plays this logically: Bishop B5, and he trades, which is logical because look, white has got a weak pawn on at d4, right? So that is the point where black will most probably try to base his attack on, and he swaps. So when he swaps, then possibly there's little that can then hurt him. Yeah, in this. If the knight is gone. So queen c2, rook d1. So now knight c3, queen e8, and then it takes. So I think here white is better for sure. White has a nice slight advantage, and now it's important to decide what to do. I think here in this position, I am Abu Salah decided on b3. Certainly, queen takes b2, c7 also looks pretty attractive, to go for this, because I don't know, possibly queen takes b2, maybe rook d2, then if queen takes b2, right? And this type of position, and then yeah, because then I will push d5, and if given a chance, of course, given a chance. But I don't know, maybe black plays queen b5 to stop d5. Hard to say, but I have a feeling that white should be slightly better in this position. It seems to me like white should be slightly better here. But anyway, the way he plays it is also okay. He plays b3 and rook d7. And I think here he doesn't find the right plan. Oh, Real Madrid has just scored another goal, it seems. Is it 2-1 now? It's like Real Madrid just scored. I didn't see that because I've taken down the volume. Oh, let's see who scored. I'm not sure, but okay, Real Madrid scored now. So it's 2-1. Interesting. Let's see what will happen. Wow. It's a real interesting game there. Okay, anyway, he played B3 here in this position. So yeah, this looks it should still be some advantage for white. Yeah, rook D2. But as I was saying, I think he doesn't find the right plan here in this position. Look, there are two things that white should try to do. Either push the pawn and change the structure. White cannot sit like this, so some d5 at the right moment. I don't know if it is the right moment now, but certainly d5 at the right moment should be played. As an example, let's say d5 right now, right? So pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. Let's say rook takes pawn, because I will take on c7. Okay, so I take, rook takes, and maybe I go into a queen end game like this. Yeah, this looks also like yeah, although it should possibly be drawn, but yeah, well, you'd have to be careful. But look, white must try to somehow transform their position. But okay, white didn't find a plan, plays king f2. And then back. Now I was really impressed with the plan that Colomban Vito finds, because he decides to change the position of the pieces. He plays bishop f8, b5, and then bishop b4, and puts the bishop on b6. Okay, so now he solidified his queen side. Right? Because remember, the c5 square was weak in this position when the bishop was on. Well, if he plays b5, right? The queen side is a little bit weak, so he puts the bishop on the queen side. I think he already has a concept of what he wants to do. Now he plays f5, so he forces the pawn to go to a black square, because taking is obviously not advantageous for white, because if white takes, black will take back with the g pawn. And in this position, white actually has to be careful, because there are possibilities that black could even use the G file to attack. Black would be attacking on both fronts, right? The G file and then the D pawn. Talking about an attack, Real Madrid is now. Oh no, it was offside. Okay, cool. So a little bit distracted. Sorry about that. Very interesting game going on. So yeah, but white does not want to allow this, right? So white plays e5. And now have a look at what he plays. You see now d5 is available. So he plays rook d5, queen e7, and then rook a8. Beautiful. He's playing now for a5. Technically very sound. Technically very sound. Now, because you see what is happening, he's got a weakness on f3. White has got a weakness on f3, right? So black wants to put the rook on a7, put the queen on a8, and diagonally the queen puts pressure on the weak pawn, and at the same time he puts pressure on the queen side. Very nice concept. So he plays rook a6, queen e8, and queen a8. Beautiful, really, really beautiful. Now now he brings this king, because if he brings the king, he can then play, say, pawn to c6, right? And there are possibilities that he could even advance his pawns then on the king side. So now he goes bishop back, because the pawn on a3 is now weak. Now he's going to attack the pawn on a3, attacks b6. Very nice play. And then he attacks the pawn. Now the king is also under attack. Rook c4, puts his king in a safer position, king b7, and is entering with his pieces. The queen, now the bishop will go to a5. Very nice. And yeah, this position, rook takes e5, and now the more active king is the factor, and the fact that the pawn on d4 and a3 are on black squares. Very nice technique. Now look, bishop in, bishop 3, grabs the pawn, e5, and after e4, it's won. A very nice game, really. And I think highlighting the strength of of V2, no? Very, very nice game. So let's have a look at round two, and let's have a look at what is of interest to us. Okay, let's see. Okay, round two, V2 plays against Joseph Mwale, FIDE Master Joseph Mwale. This should be an interesting matchup. And then Rogov plays against, okay, Simpson. Interesting, could be interesting. Let's see what else. Okay, so and then we have a couple of interesting matchups, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what will then happen. Oh yeah, but Silva and Kodri are not paired, so maybe they did not play. I'm not sure why. Pity. These two players would have made the tournament even more interesting. Okay. All right, so we'll have to see what will happen on round two. Yeah, the round finished quite late, so I'm not going to focus on the other sections as well. I'll have a look at them some other time. But yeah, so very nice game really by V2, and he stakes his claim as one of the favorites in the event, right? And yeah, so with that, I will say till next time, checkmate.